Hello, good evening, everyone. Good to see every one of you here once again. My name is Alex from MarketWise Asia. Today, the date is the 11th of February 2022, a Friday evening. And if you guys can hear me loud and clear, please say a hi to me in the comments so that I know everything is good, everything is fine. And if you could just give me a like and share as well. And it really helps to tell Facebook algo that you enjoy my content and want to see more of me in the future. Because if you don't engage with me, Facebook will deem that you don't like MarketWise Asia content, and in the future, it will start showing you lesser and lesser of our Facebook feed, okay, on your Facebook. Okay, by the way, right, just something like to test on Facebook algo, right? Actually, recently on my personal Facebook feed, right, I've been posting pictures of birds. Yes, birds, 小鸟, birds on my Facebook feed. So I take picture of all these neighborhood birds, can be pigeon, myna, sparrow, whatever it is in some of the different places in the neighborhood, okay? So I just posted it on my Facebook feed, right? Then, subsequently, I think Facebook algo is very smart. So it can see that I'm taking pictures of birds, okay? And it seems to me that, Facebook know that, he think that I am interested in birds and start suggesting me, pictures of birds. So I seeing a lot of pictures of birds on my Facebook feed, so owls lah, different kind of interesting colored bird and such lah. So this is quite interesting. So if you enjoy my content, if you want Facebook to tell Facebook that you want to see more of me in the future, so do like, comment, or engage with me and share our Facebook stuff, okay? All right, so just let me see the comments first. Okay, so yes, Wei Lun, hi. First comment over here. SP, good evening. Dom, Edmund, Amanda, Han Hock, Cheng Pan, Jolene, Mary, Yan Yap, William, Swatha, Peter, Nelson. Smart haircut, I think quite some time already. I think about 2 weeks already. Kit Leon, Angus, Rachel, HK, Pauline, Sita Chai, Faith, Pei Wen. All right. So, and just also a quick update also over here. Actually, I went to I'm out actually the whole day. So I went to the zoo, all right, with my wife and my daughter. So out the whole day, for the whole journey in the zoo, right? My kid always keep asking me to carry her. So, I'm quite tired actually out the whole day. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, it's I think it's raining. I think for the past few days, weather is quite cooling. So yeah, I think this is a good time. Relax, chill, and have a good evening. Okay. And yeah, by the way, right, for today's topic, let me just share with you over here. You guys can see my screen, right? So yeah, just to kickstart this session over here, right? Whatever I share today is just for educational and informational purpose. It is not a recommendation to tell you what to buy or what to sell. So right now we have about 170 people in the room right now. Once again, if you can everything see me, everything is good, just give me a like, share, or comment to engage with me. Christina say, wow, so good life. No, not good life because my daughter birthday lah. So just take a day off to just enjoy the outing with her today. Next week back to work again and such. Okay, New Year, everything is back to normal already. Okay, so anyway, for today's session, right? Yeah, as I mentioned, the disclaimer, whatever I share today is just for education purpose, right? Today I'm going to share with you, right? DeFi, right? Decentralized Finance, okay? It has been a buzzword since actually 2020 and it's poised to expand its reach this year in 2022. And I'm going to share with you the evolution of the web, right? DeFi, simplified, examples and case studies, etc. I will share with you more of the examples over here. Okay, so I'm not sure whether you are into the crypto space, and if you remember, right, actually in the year 2020, right, DeFi starts to get really popular, and then last year 2021 was the year where NFT, non-fungible token, really actually took off. Now it is still the hot flavor in play. So I believe that DeFi is here to stay. But when you come back again, as a very hot in flavor of the year, of the month, whatever it is, we will see. Okay. And just also a quick show of hand, right? how many of you actually, know about DeFi or know a lot about DeFi or know nothing about DeFi? DeFi means for decentralized finance. Okay, so if from a 0, right, to 10, just engage with me. All right, if you know something about crypto, if you know about DeFi, all right, tell me from 0 to 10 what it is your level. Of course, from 10 is very familiar, right? 0 is absolute nothing, okay. So just share with you your understanding. For me, even for me, I don't think I know a lot. Okay, so I think I will rate myself, maybe 5 to 6, that kind. And the reason why I'm sharing with you today about DeFi is actually very simple. Actually, the IG market, IG Singapore, the CFD broker, okay, Terrace actually invited me to just to give a talk to their staff about DeFi. Actually, I think on Wednesday. So I already prepared the slides already. I shared with them already. So I'm thinking, hey, I spent some time preparing the slides now. So don't waste my slides, okay? So might as well just share with you guys, okay? Once again, I don't claim myself to be an expert on crypto or DeFi. I'm just sharing what I know and what I'm doing right now, okay? So Ken, I'm not an expert, just sharing with you what I do. All right, so let me see the comments once again. Let me see the numbers. Okay, so 542073. Okay, so actually not Mary. Okay, Mary 6. Okay, the rest is like a little bit, some 0. Okay, quite a number of them is not a lot. So okay, so I'm not sure whether how many of our crypto experts over here. Okay, if you really know a lot, then I'm kind of like 班门弄斧, okay, trying to share with you something that you might know a lot more. But let me just share with you my slides over here. Let me take a look over here. So let's kickstart this session right now. You guys can see the slides, right? So yeah, this is the slides for the DeFi, a new world of finance, decentralized finance. Okay, you guys can see the slides, right? If you can see clearly, just type yes in the comments. Type yes in the comments. Okay, let me try to this is a PDF file, right? If you can see clearly, just type yes in the comments. So Alex, not important here lah. So just a basic introduction of myself. But what I'm going to share with you is that crypto enthusiast. I don't claim to be an expert. Okay, so just sharing with you what I know. All right. So before we can really go into DeFi, you need to understand the current state of the internet or the web right now. So right now it is divided into 3 stages, right? Web 1.0, Web 2, and Web 3.0. Right now we are still into Web 2.0, and Web 3.0, it is in a very nascent stage, in a very beginning stage. Okay, Web 2.0, it is like right now where all the Facebook, your social media, TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, etc. Okay, the social network. Okay, and it's always the mobile first, always on, and it is actually onto the cloud-driven computing. All right. So later I'll share with you the Web 1.0. Web 1.0 is basically 1990s, okay, about the late 1990s, that kind, when, Yahoo first just came on stage, and all just the web pages, there's no interaction. So basically you can only read from the website and you can't really, communicate, as in you can't really share, and such, and communicate with one another. So basically it's just one direction, one way only. So you basically read the web pages. And Web 3.0, it is more into the decentralized, world already. And I will share with you later in the slides also. So as I mentioned, right, Web 3.0, all right, the Web 1, okay, it is more what they call the information economy. Okay, like in the very early stages, in the early, as in mid 1990s, I would say. I believe most of you guys here have already experienced this before, because I believe that a lot of you guys here are about 30 to 40 plus. Okay, so you should have already have first-hand knowledge or experience 1990s, the Yahoo, Netscape, all these web pages, right? You can only read. And Web 2.0 is right now. You can read, okay? You can write, you can communicate, you can publish your stuff on the internet like WordPress, blogging, and such, Instagram, TikTok. So right now we are still on the Web 2.0, and Web 3.0 is what they call the token economy. Not only, right, you can read and write, you can also execute as well. So you have a lot of power onto your hand. So and basically it's decentralized and it's peer-to-peer, and you don't rely on a so-called a government body or a government or entity. All right, you can do a lot of things on your own, okay, through all the blockchain and such. Okay, I'll explain more on that later. Okay, so coming to some of the illustration over here already, and Web 1.0, it is read only. Okay, like Yahoo, Google, MSN. MSN, I think quite a number of you are very familiar with. Last time we have the kind of chat system, right? Web 2.0 is centralized right now. All the very familiar logos that you are seeing right now, Google and such. And Web 3.0, all the platform, lending, borrowing, decentralized exchange, hot wallet like NitaMask, and such, right? No intermediaries. And I think the key thing is there's no intermediaries. Everything is decentralized. Okay? And so I talk so much. So what exactly is decentralized finance? Okay, DeFi in short. So this has been a buzzword since 2020, and I just read through the thing over here first. Okay, so DeFi, all right, decentralized finance is a movement that aims at making a new financial systems that is open, all right, to everyone and doesn't require trusting intermediaries like the banks, okay, to achieve that DeFi, right? DeFi relies heavily on crypto, blockchain, and smart contract. Of course, this is the kind of the standard definition, okay? So I think the key thing is, right, is DeFi, you don't require intermediaries like bank. So you don't need to require banks, financial institution, or even your brokers. So right now in the traditional financial system, right, okay, there is a intermediary, okay, like the bank. So whatever you go through banking, deposit money, money exchange, even if you go to the neighborhood money exchange, right, it is, you have to still go through the intermediaries, right? Like all the Indian money exchanger. So if you still have to go through them, you go to deposit money, you have to go through banks. If you're in Singapore, like UOB, DBS, OCBC. You have in Malaysia, it's like CIMB, Maybank, RHB, etc. You still have to go through the intermediary. Whereas for a decentralized financial system, you don't have to go through all this. Okay, basically it's peer-to-peer. It is via the smart contract and the blockchain. So it's really decentralized. So for example, you can swap tokens, securities, okay, and you don't have to go through, for example, a broker, as in like a centralized broker. That's very important. Centralized as in meaning that, for example, the previous one, like all these centralized, even for Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, they are centralized because they are a private entity and they hold all your data. And they have a lot of influence on how the website it is being run. So any changes, they can just within a click of a button and change it. Web3, it is more difficult because the consensus is by every single one of them, and it is programmed by a code, what they call a smart contract and such. So important keyword is that you don't need to rely on intermediaries like the banks and all the brokers, financial institutions. So if everything is clear, all right, just type yes in the comment. Okay, just type DeFi in the comment. Okay, just type DeFi, DEFI, so that I know. But I think I see a lot of yes already. Just type DeFi in the comment if you understand what I'm trying to say right now. Okay, I don't be too long-winded also. All right, so just a very quick differentiation between DeFi and what they call it is the CeFi. CeFi is what they call the centralized finance. Whatever things that the banks you are going through, you are using right now, they are still called the centralized finance. Okay, DBS, it is closed. Okay, you need to be permission to use them. You need to have a KYC, know a customer and such. Whereas for DeFi, right, it is more like permissionless. Anybody, okay, can access to it, and it's open anybody. So at this point in time, right, you don't even for DeFi or even the Web3, right, there's no more username, okay, username, password. You don't need all this. Right now, you can see that whatever platform that you are using right now, you still need a username and a password, right? Correct or not? But for Web 3.0 or Web 3, right, all you need actually, it is just a wallet address. The wallet address is, I think, about 30 plus characters, all numbers and alphabet, okay? So as long as you have a wallet address, right, you can access to a lot of these DeFi products, okay? So open, okay, no username, password, you are defined by your wallet address. So it's censorship resistance, okay? Cheaper and versus expensive, I think that is something that I think not so clear cut, because if you are really into crypto, you should know that right now, anything that is running on the Ethereum network, right, the gas fee is actually very high. So if you are using during active US hours, right, if any kind of transaction, right, can be as high as 120 USD per kind of transaction. So it's quite high. But overall, if you're using other blockchain network, for example, like Binance Smart Chain, Solana, Cardano, and all this, it is pretty cheap. At least for me, I'm using the Binance Smart Chain. If I'm using that, it is quite cheap. It's very cheap, okay? Right, and it is built on blockchain. And for the centralized finance, right, it is more built on the old foundation legacy network. That's why I can see that some of the code is very, very difficult to change, and one day change, right, it can be broken. So sometimes a lot of these banks, they have a resistance to change because it's not so easy to change overhaul all the codes at that point in time. Okay, so I hope everything is clear so far. Okay, and use cases, right? So what is the users for DeFi? I think one of the very common one, it is called the decentralized exchange, what they call a DEX, 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 okay? And there's many users, right? Stablecoin, for example, stablecoin like DAI, DAI, DAI is a stablecoin. Stablecoin, for those who don't know what is a stablecoin meaning that, it is, the value is pegged to a US dollar. So you can treat it like a digital dollar instead of the physical USD, okay? All right. So the stablecoin is a crypto USD, that kind. So it's always, or at least pegged very close to the USD. So for example, one DAI is very close to one USD. Another stablecoin is like USDT, although it's not decentralized, but it is very close to one USD as well. So you can do lending, borrowing. So now not just the banks, okay, the financial institution, okay, can be the loan shark, right, and do the lending and borrowing. And if you are into DeFi, you yourself, right, can lend and borrow as well. And you see who you want to, as in you see who you want to lend to, okay, and such, because you can just lend. One person can just lend as long as you have some of the tokens, okay. All right, you can lend them, and insurance and margin trading, derivative, etc. Okay, can. Okay, so just going to go through some of the what is it? All right, some of the DeFi example over here, more of the more common ones. Okay, so Maker, Uniswap, Compound, and BuySwap. I'll go through one by one with you. So just a very quick example over here. By the way, this DeFi thing is not meant to be a very comprehensive of course or what. It's just to walk through with you what I'm doing. Okay. So for example, as I mentioned, right, this maker DAO over here. Okay, so we can go to the site and see. Okay, Maker DAO, they they have a stable coin. They have a stable coin called DAI. I think later I'll go through the side. Okay, never mind. I'll go go through here first. Okay, DAI, stable coin called DAI that is pegged to the USD. By the way, right, this maker DAO, DAO. Okay, the stable coin is called DAI, DAI. DAO is actually called Decentralized Autonomous Organization. Okay, sounds like a very cheap word, right? But to keep things simply, right, basically you can just treat it like a independent kind of organization. So not really organization per se, but it is all structured via smart contract. So no one single person can control the whole ecosystem. Okay, it's unlike a government, you can control print money as and when they like. So no, so it is a program via a smart contract, okay, and via the blockchain. And MakerDAO wants to be the decentralized reserve bank. So one DAI is approximate to one USD. And if you are into crypto, right, you should know that there are quite a few stablecoin. Stablecoin, as I mentioned, those that are pegged to the US dollar. So for example, USDT, okay, USDT Tether, or for example, USDC, right, the USD coin. And for USDT, they have a government governing entity, so called the Tether company. And it's backed by the fiat currency, okay, and such. And I think for USDC, I'm not too sure, but I think so. So they are also backed by the fiat currency, the USD also. Whereas for the DAI, it is actually not backed by fiat USD. So it is actually backed, by crypto. So there's an over collateralization. So you need to, deposit more crypto in order to, have one DAI. So actually, if you have crypto or other coins, you can actually deposit that, okay, or you can stake into Maker, and you can generate DAI. So just go through the example over here, the website MakerDAO. MakerDAO, can just go through. Okay, MakerDAO. All right. So you can go through the website and take a look. And actually, it's not that important. Okay. So you can see that the ecosystem over here is actually, where is it at that time? Use DAI, this one. So under the Oasis.app, you can actually connect your wallet, and actually you can stake your tokens, and also to generate DAI for yourself. Okay, so just to go through with you. Okay, and the other one is Uniswap. Uniswap is more interesting over here. Uniswap is actually, all right, a decentralized exchange. So all right, you can treat that decentralized exchange like the New York Stock Exchange, the Nasdaq Stock Exchange, the SGX, okay, Singapore Stock Exchange, or Bursa Malaysia Stock Exchange. You need to understand that, like New York Stock Exchange, Nasdaq, SGX, Bursa, they are all centralized. Somebody is controlling them. So there's an entity, okay, that manage this exchange, okay. And even for a broker wise, okay, you can treat it like broker also, like your Philip Securities, Tiger Brokers, TD Ameritrade, UOB, KHN, whatever it is, they have a order book, okay. So they match between the buyers and the sellers. So let's say for example, you want to buy I don't know, buy Facebook. You want to buy Facebook shares, right? You kind of match, right? If you want to buy, they need to match one willing seller, one willing buyer matches one willing seller, and such. Or they have a market makers that to do the buying and selling, to provide the liquidity, etc. So all these can be quite government by a entity. Okay, it's centralized. Okay, you need to have a they own. Okay. What they can say is they own the exchange. All right, and they provided a automated market making function, AMM. Okay, for decentralized. So automated market making function, which means that they do not have an order book. Okay, so basically they use this thing called the liquidity pool, right, to provide this AMM function. I will explain that to you later. Okay, so this Uniswap or the decentralized exchange, right, basically you are using that to swap coins. So for example, you want to swap Bitcoin to Ethereum, Ethereum to Bitcoin, or Ethereum to a stable coin like DAI, USDT. You can swap them easily on yourself. There's nobody who can, centralize to play punk with you, whatever it is, okay? Essentially using a automated one. So you use this exchange to switch from a one token to another. And right, as I mentioned, right, if you use a traditional exchange like your traditional brokers, okay, stock brokers or CFD brokers, you have to use an institution that provide liquidity using order book to match buyers and sellers. Okay, and just a very quick illustration here. This illustration is from Dr. Wealth. Okay, so from a centralized exchange like Tiger Brokers, TD Ameritrade, whatever it is, all the brokers that you are using currently, the traditional ones, okay, they have an order book. All right, so 100 buyers have to match 100 sellers, that kind. So there's the order book to match between the buying and the selling. All right. Whereas for the decentralized exchange, right, all the buyers and the sellers are independent. There are no order book. So-called the order book, okay, is actually what they call the liquidity pool, because there's no order book, there's no matching, right? So where does the liquidity come from? If you want to buy, let's say for example, you want to buy Ethereum, you want to buy Bitcoin, or you want to swap, right? You need to have this ready Ethereum, Bitcoin, whatever it is, or any tokens, right, in order to swap, right, to buy or to sell, right? So in exchange for that, the AMM function, right, you can deposit, all right, or you can deposit your coin into this LP liquidity pool, all right, and this is programmed by a mathematical formula, all right, and you can also earn interest from this liquidity pool. So this is to incentivize, all right, you to provide liquidity to the decentralized exchange. So there's no order book. All the buyers and sellers, okay, have the options, right, to provide liquidity to the whole exchange as a liquidity pool. Okay, if you understand what I'm trying to say, type LP in the comments. Okay, although LP doesn't sound very good in Hokkien. You understand what I mean? Okay, if you understand what I'm trying to say, just type LP in the comments. Essentially, because it is not centralized, okay, someone has to provide the liquidity, and the buyer and seller themselves provide the liquidity. I myself, for example, can provide liquidity into the pool by staking my tokens into the liquidity pool. All right. Okay. If you understand, doesn't matter. I'll go through some more later. All right. LP. All right. So not only you can do buying, selling, you can also do lending and borrowing like a bank, right? Compound.finance. James Tan say LPPL. Yes, that's right. LPPL. If you don't know what it means, doesn't matter. Yeah, so you can act like a bank, decentralized along. Okay, you have cryptos in your wallet, you can lend them like a along, okay, so earn interest, okay, like some of the tokens, right? If you want to lend, can earn 2.7%, whatever it is. You can check out this website over here. All right, and what I want to share with you is that I myself is into this project called BuySwap. The link is called buyswap.org. Okay, it is also a DEX, a decentralized exchange, and this is actually not powered by Ethereum network, not under the ERC20 network. Ethereum is under by the Binance Smart Chain. So you need to understand that in the DeFi world or in the crypto world, there are a lot of different smart chain, or not smart chain, blockchain. There's a lot of different blockchain. So if you don't understand, what Solana, what BSC, what Ethereum, or all this blockchain means, you can treat it like, okay, for example, like the Android, okay, and versus the iOS. They are two different kind of operating system, all right? But, okay, all the apps are built onto these two main OS. Okay, for example, any app, like Facebook app, okay, your brokerage app like DBS, whatever, TD Ameritrade, they are built on, for example, like the Android OS, right, or the iOS, right? Okay, so you can treat it like the Binance Smart Chain is something like that also. It is the main underneath the infrastructure, okay, is the BSC, while the platform, the DEX, the DEX is built onto this Binance Smart Chain, and you can do staking, right, to earn interest, to provide to maintain the integrity, all right, to validate the blockchain, or yield farming. It is a way also known as liquidity mining, to provide liquidity, all right, to the decentralized exchange. Okay, later I'll share with you this. Okay, not important. Okay, so you can swap, you can stake, you can do yield farming. That is providing liquidity, all right, to the LP, the LPPL. Okay, providing liquidity to the LP, liquidity pool. So let's say for example, you can swap your Binance coin to stable coin, etc. Okay, you can earn interest as well. Last time this one is about 200%. So as more and more people stake, right, it kind of drop already lah. So APR doesn't mean April. APR means annual percentage rate. So this is, you can treat it like the interest rate they are giving you lah, okay? And this is the liquidity pool, all right? And you can provide liquidity by sending two tokens, normally it's pairs, one pair, all right, into the liquidity pool, and you can earn all the interest. Okay, so if you have more resources on, for example, what are the projects, the borrowing platform, the DEX, etc., right, you can go to some of the resources over here. Okay, right, DeFi Pulse, the app Radar, DeFi Llama, etc. So let me try to go through some of the example over here. Let me just go through DeFi Llama. Okay, DeFi Llama. Over here, try to do this. Okay, so you can see that there's a lot of things: NFT chain, Oracle portfolio, and such. So you can see that under the chain wise, not this. No, category. Under like DEX. Okay, for example, under DEX, the decentralized exchange, right? Under the Ethereum network, which is the more popular one, like Curve, Uniswap, SushiSwap, etc. For BSC, you can see that PancakeSwap, top DEX, BuySwap, it is over there as well. Okay. Okay, so there are a lot of resources they will go through with you, as in you can sort it out what are the top performing DEX exchanges, whatever it is. Category is like I mentioned, right? Lending. So for example, over here, let me try to zoom in over here. All right, so Aave, Anchor, Compound, all these are the lending, borrowing kind of decentralized DeFi kind of platform projects, whatever you call it is lah. Okay, so I can go through them. So these are the resources over here. Where's my yeah, so you can screenshot it is, or later you can just watch the replay. Okay, no issues on that. So I'm trying to go through with you a real life case study over here lah. So this is actually the BuySwap over here. Again, I'm not asking you to buy. I'm just sharing with you what I'm doing. Okay, and okay. So before I can engage in any DeFi platform project, what you actually need is a wallet address, and one of the most common one, okay, is actually the NitaMask. Okay, .io. a crypto wallet and your gateway to all the blockchain apps and all the DeFi stuff. Can? All right, so it is completely free. It is decentralized. Okay, it's DeFi, right? There's no username or password. So basically, you just download and you have your own wallet address. Okay, I think many of you here should know about NitaMask. How many of you here actually don't know about NitaMask or MM? If you don't know, about NitaMask, right, just type no in the comments. If you know and you're already using NitaMask, right, just type MM in the comments. Okay, let me take a look at the comments. Let me answer some question, right? If there's no one controlling who's managing the interest rate to be given out, so this is under the smart contract. Okay, so it's all mathematical program under codes. Okay, yeah, so they only and also for example, like some of the coins, right, they have a fixed supply of how much coin will be minted during certain process, how many coins are being burned during the process or a time frame. So all this will determine the interest rate, and if a lot more people are providing the staking or liquidity, right, then of course the interest rate, okay, the APR will go down. A lot less people, kind of automated, right, the interest rate will go up. So to incentivize people to go in, okay. So is this through the automated market maker? Yes. So all this DeFi, especially the DEX, right, is all via AMM. Most of the time it's by AMM. Can't get DAI directly from fiat, right? Actually you can. So you can even like the centralized crypto exchange like Binance, like Tokenized, okay, like Gemini, you can buy DAI from fiat as in USD lah. Okay, you can convert them like from USD, right, to DAI. You can, which I did lah. Okay, which I did. All right. So actually quite a lot. Don't know we don't know what's MM a lot don't know. I think a few know. Out of this, out of these 258 people, there's only these few comments. Do interact with me if you think I'm giving some value or learn something new, or to engage with me. If you really don't know, just type no. At least I can understand how to go through this talk, okay, this session, you guys. So actually quite a lot. Okay, Yang Li, I think you are obviously very well versed in crypto lah. So I'm just like here, 班门弄斧lah. Yeah, I'm just sharing with you what I do. So MetaMask, okay, you can just download through Android, iOS. It is free, nothing to pay. But remember, because there's no username password, right? It is the DeFi. Yeah, Gemini has DAI. Yes, Joshua, Gemini has DAI. Yes, that's right. I buy DAI from Gemini as well. Okay. So MetaMask, it doesn't have all the username, password. Let me remove this comment first. Okay. No username, password. Okay. So once, okay, you lost this account, okay, it is gone forever. So when you download MetaMask, okay, okay, I think it's 12 or 20 word, 12 or 24. I forgot already. Is it 12? All right. I think or 24. I think 24, what they call the seed phrase. Okay. 种子, seed phrase, or the recovery phrase. You have to remember this 24 recovery phrase. Okay. I already have okay, download. It's very simple. So this is the MetaMask, okay, iOS, Chrome. It is a Chrome browser, which I have already. Let me show you here, okay. All right, this is the MetaMask. So all the assets inside over here. This is one of the MetaMask. I'm going to show this, okay, just for illustration purpose. Yes, I'm going to show you this, okay, demo purpose. But essentially, it is very simple. One, just follow the steps. Download through mobile or the Chrome extension. right? So remember the seed phrase. Remember the seed phrase. Okay. If you really lost, okay, lost it, right? Nobody can recover for you because it's decentralized. There's no central entity to help you recover the password, right? So you have to keep these 12 seed phrase. Okay, this seed phrase is mainly 12 words lah. Remember them, keep them, write them securely into a paper or whatever, and keep them. Try not to store them into your digitally, like online, whatever. There are cases where people hack the seed phrase and take all their tokens. Anyway, not important. As in, I won't go through into that now. Just remember, nobody is there to recover the seed phrase for you. Can? All right, so you can download and such. And let's say, for example, like this is the NitaMask. Okay, this is the wallet that I have. And you have this address where your wallet address. Okay, this is the publicly one. You can send or receive tokens. Okay. Can the MetaMask be hacked without you revealing your seed phrase? I think so far I have not heard of such cases yet. Okay, the best, if you really want the best, because it's still online, if you really want the best secure one, the best is to get a hard wallet. The best is to get a hard wallet. Yang Yi say FOC also literally means non-existent support. That's right. So you are basically Wild West on your own. Okay. We don't dusting. Okay, yeah. Okay, so hard wallet, if you want a safer one, right, then you can actually get a hard wallet, which I am actually using. I'm using this SafePal, where more important or the higher capital things I store in my hard wallet. Okay, so day-to-day transaction, I tend to use MetaMask and have a few addresses. Okay, so just for this demonstration purpose, all right. So for example, MetaMask, all right, can change just lockout. For example, just for demo, I'm using BuySwap. I am into this project. All right, so you can see that this is a DEX. This is a DEX, okay, and exchange. All right, you can swap coin. Basically, for example, you can swap coin. You have BNB. So right now, I'm actually connected to my address. So, okay, let's say, for example, change. Okay, I log into my MetaMask, very simple, connected already. So, based on this, right now I have 0.33 BNB, Binance dollar. Okay, so let's say you want to swap, exchange one, decentralized exchange, right? You do everything yourself. You want to swap to, for example, USDT, digital dollar. You can swap, and you can max it. Have to wait for a while. Where is it? So it doesn't show. Let's change to DAI. It's weird. Okay. Sometimes I have to wait a while. Let's see for a while. Anyway, basically, yeah, okay, see already. So from the small 0.33 BNB that I have, you can swap to 134 DAI. So automated. So once you do money changing, you swap already, this 134 DAI will be into your MetaMask wallet. Okay. And you can also do staking. Staking means that you stake BuySwap, for example, into this DEX, and to maintain the integrity of the blockchain. Okay, so I say connect MetaMask. Okay, all right. For right now, for BuySwap, it is the staking interest rate is 51.19%. All right, but if you are doing all these, right, all these tokens are not in your hard wallet one. It is all into the DEX, because you're staking, the money is not stored inside. It's not stored inside your cold wallet, hard wallet, or even the hot wallet like MetaMask. All is stored inside BuySwap itself. Okay, just to let you know. So 51%. Okay, or you can do liquidity farming. All right, liquidity farming basically, as I mentioned, is the liquidity pool. Say, for example, you want to stake this BNB BSW, which I have stake in it. This liquidity pool. Okay. For this, right, I have about 3,000 inside. Okay, 3,000 inside, a small amount over here. So you can see that every day I'm earning interest on that. So every time I stake into this liquidity pool, basically I'm providing liquidity, all right, to BSW and BNB. All right, so I earn about 33 BSW so far and such lah. Okay, and I have this stake pool. Stake pool just like I mentioned, right? So the stake pool one, which I have more capital, which I don't review how much. Okay, I use another wallet okay, to stake it So into this SafePal, I think I feel more secure using this. This NitaMask is more for day-to-day that kind of normal transaction, not so much one. Okay, and yeah, so this is basically how DeFi work. So let's say, for example, this is one of the Binance Smart Change DEX, right? Another very popular one, all right, is PancakeSwap. PancakeSwap is another DEX. I know the name sounds very fanciful if you are maybe you're an older person. Pancakes, what the shit is that? Yeah, I think it's one of the most popular, number one DEX, all right, under the Binance Smart Chain DEX. Okay, yeah, so it's very simple. Once you have your MetaMask or whatever wallet address you have, roughly it is about the same one. So you connect wallet, all right, under MetaMask. Okay, ta-da, you're already connected already. There's no username, there's no password one. Okay, and once again, right, once you're connected to the wallet, right, I used to stake and do the LP liquidity pool in PancakeSwap, but I already shifted out already. So now zero inside. So for example, we can with the earn the pool, right? So earn the pool, right? The cake staking over here. Let me try to zoom in. All right, can you see that? The if you just stake manually the cake, right, you earn about 48%, 50% thereabout. So I can tell you for DeFi, right, 20 to 100% that kind of, it is quite normal one. It is still not considered degen. Degen is very risky, very high APR, like 1,000+%, 500+% that kind of interest. Okay, can. So even if you stake one like the USDT, I think no, not really, sorry, liquidity pool. So liquidity pool, it is under farm, farming correct? Okay. Even for like USDT, okay, even if you, let's say you stake stablecoin, all right, USDC and USDT, you also can get a interest rate of 4.64%. Okay, that is much higher than the banks. Okay, so even for BuySwap, if you go to the farm over here, all right, you go through the stable. All right, just by staking the stablecoin, very little risk. The only risk is that this DEX is a rug pool, okay, all right, or somebody hacked into the DEX lah. Okay, so you can see that even for like USDC, USDT, the interest rate is about 7%. Previously used to be about 10%. Now dropped across all the board already because there's more liquidity provided into the pool. All right, Ken. Okay. So right now, I am into this project over here, and just to share with you, okay, not asking you to involve in this project. Let's say, for example, if you really think that this project is good, you want to stake a little bit, or do yield farming a little bit, okay, you can use my referral link over here. Okay, by right, it is supposed to give me 100% one. So whatever you use via my link, right, I will get about 10% of my commission, okay, from your commission, swap commission, and 5% from your earnings from the farms and liquidity pool. So now, okay, I take 75, you take 25. Okay, so this is just a referral link now, right? Since if you intend if you intend to use it. So this is, I posted a link in the comments. Again, I'm not asking you to do this. Let's say, for example, if you think that after do some research, you think that this is okay, you have to try some of it, you can use my referral link. So both of us will benefit. Okay. So like what I mentioned over here, right, referral link, but right, you get nothing one. So if you use my referral link, some of the commissions that I get, I'll give back to you. So you get 25% from my comp. So I give back to you. So the link is bit.ly/bsw-alex. Okay, enough of that. I'm not going to talk about this anymore. This is just something, things to share with you. Okay. So any questions so far on DeFi, on DEX? Let me go through the comments. Okay. Patricia asks, NitaMask hot wallet, some risk. Yes, definitely. So yeah, so important thing is, I think, is don't store, at least on your site, your own site. Don't store your seed phrase online. Keep it offline, at least to keep it safer. Okay. All right. If you already MetaMask closing down, there's always other wallets out there. Okay. I think that right now the user base for MetaMask is a lot already. So I think close down also, I think the risk is there, but pretty low. I think even if they want to close down, also should have some warning. Okay, I think so. Okay, this is just my personal view. All right, I be wrong, but right now MetaMask, it is very popular. I think most of the crypto people are using that as a hot wallet. Okay, Ken. Darius, is BuySwap like Pancake? Yeah, BuySwap is actually exactly like Pancake. It is the same. It is the DEX. Just that I feel that, for Pancake, right, the potential, it is already there already lah. Because Pancake, it is already listed already. It's already listed. It is already listed. Okay. Last year. All right. For BuySwap, it is still not listed. Still not listed. Okay. You can consider that it is a pre-IPO stage, and it is one of the top DEX in the BSC. So I think, where is it? Under the BSC network, BSC blockchain. So I think there's still some potential. That's my personal view. All right. And just to tell you the risk, okay, I think, yeah, Patricia says something very important over here. There's risk, okay? So you need to understand that for DeFi, right, I say a lot of like good things, a lot of interesting and to earn. You need to understand that this is a wild west, okay? So essentially, no centralized body to govern you, okay, to protect you. It's not like OCBC, okay, you cannot scan. OCBC, out of goodwill, you return back your $1 million. No, in the DeFi, your 1 million is gone, it is gone. Okay, and there are many projects. Okay, there are many projects. Okay, that looks very legitimate, but it could be a rug pull. Rug pull meaning that it is a scam. It's a scam. So they get people to pull in the money, get you to stake into that, buy into the token, into the liquidity pool, whatever it is, get your tokens, get your money, and then after that they disappear. Poof. Okay, and all your money are gone. Okay, so you need to understand that. Even I think there's one project, I don't know. Even if you see that audited by Certix and such, it can be a rug pull as well. Okay, I think there are one or two projects. I think I friends Kena. Okay, it is audited by Certix. Technically, it is supposed to prove that it is safe, it is legitimate, but at the end of the day, it is also a scam. It is also a rug pull. So you need to be really be careful on that. So how you choose the project, how you define the project is good. It's not within the scope of this Facebook Live already. So I'm just sharing with you what I'm doing. Okay, Ken? Darius, hard wallet. I'm using this thing called the SafePal. There are a few more like Trezor and such lah. But for me, I'm using this hard wallet. You can just buy lah. Yeah. When you bought it, okay, there'll be instruction on to teach you how to store your crypto and such lah. Again, I'm not saying that SafePal is the best. There are many other hard wallet like Ledger, okay, Trezor, SafePal, etc. So I'm just showing you what I'm doing. Okay, Ken? Yes, like Joshua said already, Trezor or Ledger Nano, okay? There's no wiki asking which wallet is the best and top. There's no wallet that's best and top. I would rather go for the more popular one, wallet like MetaMask everybody's using. So it's proven to be safe. Okay, Ken? Why can be staking interest be so high? It is so high because this is still something new. Like PancakeSwap, okay, it is not that high anymore. Okay, like liquidity pool, like 6%. No, yeah, for stable coin. Okay. Yeah, for farms, USDT. I think it's about 6% that time, right? USDT, for example, one USDT, very popular. No, it's not that high anymore for stable coin, 4.6%. Other coins more risky, right? You have to compensate. But anyway, if you're comparing to traditional finance, the banks, everything, of course you cannot compare lah. All this, the DeFi was another another kind of bar, another entry level already. Okay, yeah. DeFi platform is not regulated. Wild West. Okay. Overall, what are the general security features in DeFi wallet to protect users? Like for example, for the hard wallet, okay, you can say it's like a 2FA token now. So there's a lot of things you need to do when I want to stake whatever. I need to key my password. I need to scan the QR code and such. You have to go through a few loops before you can really do the transaction. So in a way, it is protected Ken? All right. We will say yes, APR will drop according to the liquidity pool. So by saying so, it is still higher, than a lot of the CFI traditional finance. If you're talking about the interest rate and such All right. BSC is Binance Smart Chain. BSC is Binance Smart Chain. Okay. What do I mean by providing liquidity? So, let's say for now, I'm using this BuySwap as an example, okay? Providing liquidity. All right. So in a stockbroker, you want to buy Facebook share. What does the broker do? Okay. Basically, the broker is matching the buyer and the seller market. So bid ask price, who is willing to buy what price, who is willing to sell what price. So there's order book to match the buyers and sellers. Okay. So this is why it calls centralized, because matching the buyer seller together. For decentralized, for DEX, right? You have buyer and sellers, but there's nobody, there's no broker to kind of manage the order book. So let's say for example you want to buy this token called BuySwap. How can you buy? Somebody has to have the BSW, right, to provide you so that you can buy the token, right? Or you want to buy into DAI, whatever it is, correct or not? Okay, so this is where the liquidity pool comes in, okay, where the farm is. All right, if I have BSW, okay, I can stake it, or I can stake it into this BSW BNB pool. So let's say, for example, people want to swap BNB to BSW, right? I am providing liquidity so that other people can buy, okay? Yeah, and such. I don't know whether you can get it, but I think not the most important. Important thing is that, by staking my coins, I'm providing liquidity because this is decentralized. There's no order book to match. All right. Yes, liquidity pool, there's impermanent loss, IL in short. That's another whole topic together. But in short, I try not to match stable coin with another token, as in normal token, because due to the drastic change in price, because I want to find something that is correlated together, so to minimize the IL. Yeah, to minimize the IL. So stable to stable, coin to coin, not a coin to a stable coin. Or all coin to a stable coin, like something like that. Okay, it's not within the topic on the top about. Okay. Yes, can just disappear. Disappear as in rug pull, as in this is a scam. It just disappear. So only be willing to risk the amount you are willing to lose. Okay, Ken? Any questions so far? I think we have to go into the stock market already. I talked about 1 hour on DeFi already and some of the examples already. So if everything is okay, can I go through the stock market right now? Everything is okay. Just type yes in the comments. Okay. Staking BNB to BSW. Where's the token actually hold? Yes, it's inside the BSW smart contract, the network itself. It is not inside your wallet unless I unstick, then you'll be back into my wallet. All right, I think it's okay so far. All right, just give me a like and share. Give me a like and share if you learn something new in this session. Type yes in the comment. I said type new in the comment also, because I don't think anybody. I don't think a lot of people know about BuySwap also. Okay, you might not invest in it, but at least you learn something new today, right? BuySwap, right or not? All right. So let me go to the stock market right now. Okay, so the S&P 500, right? Let me go to the Telegram channel. All right. Oh, by the way, do join our Telegram channel, because right now we have more than 4,500 people already. So every time I give you more information about my Facebook Live and etc., it is via the Telegram channel. Okay. So where's the Telegram channel? This one. Okay. Post the link in the comments. All right. Do subscribe to our Telegram channel. A lot of information to share with you guys there. So for the S&P 500, right? Today is also quite volatile. So as I mentioned in my Telegram channel, I think someone asked me something. This over here. I think it's Darius, right? Is it Darius? Darius, right? So previously on my market outlook, I shared that within the next 1 to 3 months, I am more biased towards the bearish bias, right? So he asked me, based on this move, right, for the past 1 week, quite bullish, right? And am I still bearish? Okay, the answer I gave, all right, is actually, this. Okay, the market is more bullish than I anticipated. I must admit that. Okay, but it is still not completely out of the woods yet. I'm prepared to flip to the long side anytime soon. Okay, when the price action says so. Okay, so that was what I meant. Okay, so based on the chart, right, S&P 500 today, it is down for the past 1 week or so. Can see that there was a strong sell off, then it staged a rebound. Okay, and then ping pong for a while. So Nasdaq, it is also the same. Sell off, a technical rebound, and ping pong. Okay, I know there are some people who say that this is the end of the correction, market is poised to go upward. Okay, for me personally, I think as I mentioned, not completely out of the woods yet. So why do I say so? Because it is already past the 1 hour mark already. I try to go through everything simplified, just to give you the very main gist of it. Okay. Let's go through the central pivot range first. So the one that I'm using as key. Okay, for the Nasdaq. For those who have been with me, you should know the central pivot range. All these green dotted lines are the support resistance zone. Okay, all right. So can you see that for Nasdaq, this is the Nasdaq futures. All right. Price actually did a sell off and then rebounded here at the central pivot range and then came down again, right? So previous Facebook Live, I actually mentioned that I shorted the QQQ ETF which I am still holding it. It is still, I'm still shorting it. I think QQQ, okay. I mentioned that I shorted somewhere here, this red bar over here. Let me try to zoom in. Okay, I shorted over here, this red bar over here, somewhere near the opening now. All right, and right now I'm still holding it. I might start, I think, somewhere around here. I'm still holding it. Okay, so ping pong for a while, you know, yeah. Whereas for the S&P, it is hovering at the central pivot range, the monthly central pivot range, the green, this line over here, like, if you cannot see. All right. And I think there's a hidden level, I think not many people might see. That's the reason why, you know, I say that we are not completely out of the woods yet. It's because of the yearly central pivot range. Okay, so let me add the yearly central pivot range over here. Okay, you can see the black dotted line over here. This is the yearly central pivot range. So this is 1 year support resistance zone over here. Okay, you can see that for the past many years, kind of supported at the yearly. It's a kind of a strong support. Okay, strong support, cannot break them, go back. Of course, the COVID sell-off broken down. Once it went past the CPR yearly, it just rebounded. Okay, just a very broad overview over here for the yearly CPR. Can you see or not? For the yearly CPR, right, we are now get resisted on this upper range of the CPR over here. Just, you know, just kena resisted over here. All right, over here. So for the S&P 500, right, when do I actually think will be more bullish? As in, I will flip to the long side and to admit that I'm wrong already. Okay, right? Price has to be above, you know, 4583, 4581, right? 4581, 4581, based on the S&P 500 futures price. Okay, above the 4581, break above convincingly. Okay, not a false break. The best is kind of a pullback and then go up again. Then I would safely say that, you know, my bias of the bearish side is gone. I'm more biased towards the bull side. Cannot. So SPY, right, also the same. Can you see? Right, SPY hit the yearly CPR and then just can't go higher at this moment in time. All right. So for the SPY ETF, the S&P 500 ETF, right? So 456. So price has to go above 456. Okay. Convincingly up. Okay. And stay above there. Then I would say that, you know, I think the bull will continue. For NASDAQ, it is the same. Can you see that for the NASDAQ price actually, all right, hit the pivot point, yearly pivot, okay, and hover there and hover there. So that's the reason why I say that it is not out of the wood yet. So for the NASDAQ, at least for me to be more bullish, right, price has to stay above the yearly CPR, which is about 15098. That's 100 up, about there. Okay, and if you want to check the QQQ wise, it is the same as the futures price, you know, just get stuck at the yearly CPR. And once again, 367, the yearly pivot point, so has to be go above 370 lah, 370 lah, okay? Then I'll be more bullish and stay there. Okay, so let's say combine together, the monthly pivot and the yearly pivot, it can be confusing if you don't know how to see and how to with the chart and such. I'll just add my standard one. Okay, this is the money. The green color is the money one. If I add in the yearly pivot, okay, now can you see why it is such a strong resistance or not? Because it is hitting the yearly pivot plus the monthly pivot together. So there's confluence. Okay. So that's why it's facing a hard time trying to break above this pivot points over here based on monthly and the yearly pivot. For the S&P 500, okay, it is also same. The monthly pivot is there also to kind of, becomes the resistance plus the yearly pivot together. All right, okay. So in short, summary, all right, price has to go above the yearly pivot, all right, and upper range level. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you're new to MarketWise Asia, how to set up the pivot points and such, okay, you can go to the YouTube tutorial. Post the link in the comments. All right. And of course, not all stocks are actually so weak. I mean that, some of the ones I mentioned, let's see this car I mentioned. How many actually enter into this car rate? Again, you stay 200 plus, you stay still pretty late. I think previous Facebook Live, I mentioned about this car. I think there are a few people who actually follow this car, which makes me quite stressed, I already say, this is just my personal opinion. My opinion doesn't mean that I'm right. Okay, but personally, I'm invested in this car as a position trade, whole long term one. Okay, so on the 2-day time frame, okay, price actually just came down, starting to break above lah. Okay, so I think potential is there, but the market condition still plays a part lah. If the market is still very negative, I mean that I think there's still some cap on how much it can go higher. Wait till the market goes bullish, okay, then I think you'll be okay. But you need to understand that the yearly pivot is about $40 lah. So my first target to exit is about $40 lah. Okay, I don't know whether it can go there or not. All right, so this is just my opinion. I invested, right? Even if you do swing trade, I think you should make some money also lah. So I think I mentioned that last week. So while the market is down, but this car 4th of Feb, okay, it is still up. Market is down, it is still ping pong lah. Okay, market is ranging, but this car is still up. Okay, so I do not, the earnings is coming up real soon. So if you're holding that for a position trade, can be risky lah, okay, because I use options to do the trade. So my cap is lost. My loss is capped. Sorry, my loss is capped. Okay, I use options. Okay, yeah, and yeah, so down and such is also about the same. So right now the market is still down, and yeah, personally, in short, I am still bearish about the market, but I must, as like I said, okay, the market, it is stronger than I think it is. Price didn't actually go down like that immediately. So ping pong, okay, whether price can continue to go higher, I don't know. Whether price will continue to go lower, I also don't know. So as I mentioned, wait for the price action. So for the NASDAQ, just a recap, lest you say that I'm too long-winded. So what I'm looking at is the yearly pivot, yearly CPR. Okay, yearly CPR. Price has to be above the yearly CPR. Okay, I think use QQQ easier. QQQ above 370, thereabout 370. Okay, and for the S&P 500 above SPY above 458, okay, and like Stephen say, right, hard to trade at this market level. Yeah, if you unsure to know how to trade, I admit it's difficult to trade. Okay, if you never enter into position, of course there are some stocks that is moving up and down, but if you're just talking about the index wise, the ETF, it can be difficult to trade. So it is okay to stay out don't trade. Don't trade if you find it difficult to trade. Okay, don't trade. It's okay to stay out. Wait till price tells you that it has resumed its uptrend. Okay, then you go in. I think it is still not too late. Okay. Mary said yes, oil energy, it is still pretty strong. Okay. Another one trade ideas that I am trying to I'm sharing with you. I'm looking at NOV as well. NOV. NOV is a National Oil Vaco, something like that, right? Yeah. My friend used to work there. Okay. That's how I know about this company, NOV. If you look at the cloud, again, this is not to tell you what to buy or sell. I'm just looking at it. I haven't entered into a position. I'm looking into a more of a position kind of trade. All right. So 2-day time frame, weekly time frame. All right. So NOV has been going down all the way. All right. And on the weekly time frame, price seems to just broke above the cloud. Okay. Previously hit the cloud, ping pong resisted, and this is the third time that price tried to break above the cloud. So I am still looking at it. I haven't entered into a position. Okay. Again, this is not a trade idea. This is just sharing with you what I'm looking. Don't copy me. I'm always wrong. And you can see that, for NOV, very sweet. While the market index is down, price hit the CPR and then rebounded. I actually missed this. I'm looking at it, but somehow I didn't manage to enter that. But never mind. Can? All right. Can check VOT mid cap ETF or not? VOT. Darius, about the same to me, VOT. Yeah, about the same. So it's very similar to the S&P and both are all, the S&P and VOT are all resisted by the CPR, monthly CPR right now. Okay, so thereabout. I wouldn't say that it is stronger, or I think it's thereabout. All right, and let me see. Oil energy means, okay, oil energy strong means consumer price means inflation going to stay strong, interest rate. So, Stefan, yes. So, but overall, I don't know what you're trying to say. As in, what is the call to action on that? So the market sector is, but yeah, I mean, the index is index. Okay, of course, when the index is down, the energy sector is strong, and a lot of this energy stock, it is still running. It is still running. Okay, so it depends on what is your trading strategy and such. I have some one or two on the energy as well. All right, and William is asking, right, would closing below yearly pivot lower range consider a bearish trigger? I wouldn't say a trigger, William. I would say that it is to tell me that, the buyers, it is still on a downside. So it's not a trigger to tell you, oh, go short immediately. You still need to see the price action, but as long as price is below the yearly CPR, because it's long-term one, there's more weightage, it's more significant. So yeah, so I will be, more inclined toward the downside. Yeah. Can? Let's say, for example, within the next 1 to 2 weeks, if price really, suddenly just stop falling and just somehow just reverse back up again. Okay, then as I mentioned, right, you have to switch to long, right? So as I mentioned, in 2020, I was too fixated on my downside bias. When the market is starting to turn, I still think that the market can go down. So this is a lesson learned. So I won't be so fixated on my view. So anytime, I repeat, anytime when the price actions tells me that the market is going to turn bull, I will follow the price action. So maybe at this point in time, I am towards the bearish bias. Maybe next week, 2 weeks later, I might flip to the long side already, the bull side already. So, okay. So yeah, that's me. Okay. All right. So yeah, so be prepared on that. Can? And let's say if the market already flipped to the long side, as in flip to the bull side, then based on seasonality, okay, based on, February and March, this is something that I've done personally, okay. It's very simple based on seasonality only, okay. Like February, energy is more towards the bullish side. Bullish because the green is the most bullish, orange, 60 to 69%, it is positive, 50, blue is neutral, red, less than 50, it is not say not good, just that I try not to touch it. Okay, 50%, less than 50, I think still okay, but no edge, okay. So like February, energy is pretty good. Industrial, you can take a look at industrial. You can take a look at materials, real estate, okay. And for March, if market start to turn already, you can look at those, green zone like utilities, consumer staples, materials, communication, real estate and such. The blue one, the orange one is still okay. So generally, you can see that almost all the sectors are pretty okay. Just like January, not too good. February, and then it is still okay. All right. QYLD. Let me take a look. Rachel is asking for QYLD. QYLD. Covered call. I came across this before. No lah. I mean that this one downtrend, so I won't touch it lah. Okay, downtrend below the cloud. Right now struggling at the CPR. My bias is towards the downside still because it's covered call covered call. Correct not? All right. Stefan say Walmart. MP. Walmart. Difficult to trade also. It's in a very big range bound. As I mentioned, if unclear, I will zoom into the 2-day time frame. It is still in a big consolidation zone over here. All right. So, but price generally is below the cloud and also below the monthly CPR. So my bias is still on the downside. All right. Darius, CrowdStrike. So I never see before. As in I never touched for quite some time already. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good point over here. It is above the CPR, but you need to understand that overall it is still on a downtrend. Above the CPR, okay. It just tells me that the trend potentially might change, but overall it is still on a downtrend. So you need to be careful. And when it is on a downtrend, when price hit the CPR and also the R1, that's always the best time to sell also. So case in point, all right, like Alibaba, there were a few times where price is above the CPR, okay. Like here, above the CPR over here, okay. It is still a false break, come down again. Alibaba from here, all right. I know last October, people excited that, maybe the downtrend is really over, above the CPR, but, it is overall still in a downtrend. It's still, below the cloud, right? So, to continue. And this time forward, it is also briefly above the cloud for a while, but overall, the trend is still down. So, follow the trend. Okay, try not to anticipate that, but you can take a look. But, when it is really above the cloud and CPR, then I will be more inclined to the bullish side. Okay. 10. Baba pull to 110. Is it a good support to enter? Okay. SF1. So it really depends on your style. Are you a fundamental investor or are you a trader? As a trader perspective, be it swing trade or a position trade meaning that hold for many months. Okay, it can be like 3 months to a year, that kind. All right. I won't be entering that. It is still a downtrend to me. But if you are willing to hold for, I don't know, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, it is definitely undervalued based on the intrinsic value, all right? The cash flow that's you generating and such is definitely undervalued. So if you are investing for long term, like what Charlie Munger did, you should average down when price goes lower. But it really depends on your conviction. And when with such a strong downtrend, price might not just do a V-shaped recovery. And a lot of time, you need to go through a basing period, a base period. So, like that, ping pong for a while, and then go up. Okay, not so straightforward. Similar points like this car, like that. Okay, this car. I think because of the last year, or I think there's some hedge fund, liquidate and cause the sell off and such, right? So you can see that come down, right? You need to base for a while before price might start to turn again. Okay, Ken, I think it is already 1 a.m. already. Okay, so yeah, 1.5 hours. I hope you guys enjoyed the session. If you find today's session, you like it, you find it useful, okay, give me a thumbs up, give me a like, share, and let me know, type value in the comment if you learn something new from my DeFi sharing. Okay, do give me some love, okay, give me a like and share. And if you learn something of value to you, right, type value in the comments, okay. Just a very quick recap for the market. I'm more inclined to the downside, but I'm ready to flip anytime. So yeah, so I hope you guys can get this idea. Doesn't mean that I say 2 to 3 months. It means that I will definitely stay on course 2 to 3 months being bearish, even though price action has told me that it is going to be bull. So I might flip anytime. Right now, still more inclined towards the downside. Okay, Ken. So thank you so much. Today, Friday evening, still Chinese New Year, but going to end soon. Okay, I wish you, best of health, especially right now. The Omicron variant is hitting left, right, and center everywhere. So stay safe. Have a good weekend, and I will see you guys again next week. Okay, so thank you so much. Good night and 晚安. Bye bye.